Ladies and gentlemen, we have a few big college football stories to get to here today. The first situation with Jim Harbaugh, I'm going to give my take on Jim Harbaugh basically sinking Michigan's football program by almost going to the NFL. I think he thought he had the NFL job locked up. He was telling his assistants he had it locked up, and now we're seeing their offensive coordinator leave, the defensive coordinator leave. It's a mess. I'm going to get into that. And then also Jimbo Fisher and Texas A&M, the most evil program in college football. It's disgusting. They're out of control. Thank God they're receiving a 5-year bowl ban that will be announced in June. I want to get into that. But guys, this first big story with Jim Harbaugh, we thought it was a lock. We thought he was going to Minnesota. He goes back on a plane for a second time to interview with the Vikings. Not only that, it happened on National Signing Day. Jim Harbaugh flies out to Minnesota to their facility, interviews a second time with the Vikings. It was clear as day he thought he got that job. The Vikings, for whatever reason, I'm not saying Jim Harbaugh is a bad coach. I thought he was going to be the coach of the Vikings too. I thought they were going to hire him, but we're seeing a lot of these NFL teams go for more offensive, quarterback-minded guys, younger guys. Really doesn't fit Harbaugh's profile. He's more of a defensive guy. Vikings zeroing in. I think they might be getting kind of a more offensive coach, so they didn't like the fit. They told him thanks, but no thanks. My guess is Harbaugh, when they told him to come back for that second interview, he thought he got the job. And he was telling, there were reports that he was asking coaches, if he got hired by an NFL team, if they would come on his staff. Now, apparently this rubbed a lot of Michigan coaches on their current staff the wrong way. He gave Michigan coaches time off during National Signing Day and apparently told them in a message, do what's best for you, in a very vague tone. And Josh Gattis, this one is shocking. When I saw Josh Gattis, I saw the headline. It said, Josh Gattis to Miami. I thought he was going to be the offensive coordinator for the Miami Dolphins. Turns out he's going to the University of Miami. You want to talk about a slap in the face. Josh Gattis makes a completely lateral move. Doesn't move up at all. Just goes. Now, I will say, the weather's a lot better in Miami, whatever, but in terms of programs, you're Michigan University, you're looking at your offensive coordinator leaving for Miami for the same role? It's not even like there's an incentive for him to upgrade. That is a complete slap in the face. Josh Gattis clearly was pissed off about something. There are quotes from Josh Gattis talking about how he didn't feel like he was welcomed in their program. This is a guy, this is a rising star offensive coordinator who is really highly thought of. So Jim Harbaugh sinking Michigan's football program. By the way, guys, another thing to talk about, Jim Harbaugh on National Signing Day is interviewing with the Minnesota Vikings. 24 hours later, he's telling Michigan's AD he'll be at Michigan as long as you want him. Like, does that not raise some sort of red flags? You're literally interviewing for a head coaching job, thinking you're going to get it. 24 hours later, you're telling the AD of Michigan that I'm going to be here forever now. I'm not going to flirt with the NFL anymore. It's like the boy who cried wolf, guys. It's getting ridiculous. Jim Harbaugh, by not going to the NFL, by just flirting, has really hurt Michigan's football program. He is back with Michigan now. We'll see what kind of staff he builds, who he'll look for defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator, because they also lost their defensive coordinator. And now on to the second topic. I'm sure many people could have already guessed this, but Texas A&M, thank God, they will be receiving their bowl ban for blatantly cheating. It will be around a 5-year bowl ban we're expecting for Texas A&M. That's going to be announced in June. With just how bad name, image, likeness has ruined college football, I was this close to just being like, I'm done with it. I'm done with following college football. I'm pissed off. And then they said, listen, we're bowl banning Texas A&M. It's going to be announced in June. They're going to receive a 5-year bowl ban. So thank God for that. But Jimbo Fisher, guys, did you see? I talked about the Nick Saban quote in a previous video about how he was like, oh, we never paid kids. Well, Jimbo Fisher came out with a quote, and he said that, the idea that they paid for kids is ridiculous. What a fucking moron. Excuse me. I'm sorry for swearing. That won't happen again. But seriously, Jimbo Fisher, what a fucking idiot. That just goes to show you the bubble that these guys live in. Oh, yes, the first year Texas A&M gets the number one class, their first number one class ever, it's when name, image, likeness is introduced. Oh, yes, they get 8 5-stars. They get 3 5-star defensive linemen. No, it was because they're great recruiting. Yes, their 8-4 record really propelled all those kids. Texas A&M, guys, I'm telling you this, Jimbo Fisher in specific, Jimbo Fisher is a literal demon spawn. Texas A&M is such an evil program. The only reason I'm still following college football is because A&M is getting their bowl ban. The only reason. Jimbo Fisher is the literal Antichrist. That's what I call him. You talk to people, even Texas A&M fans. I have so many friends, Texas A&M fans, they say, listen, we're pissed, we can feel it, he's evil. This dude is evil. They're not fans of Texas A&M anymore. They're done with it. They want the stadium blown up. They want the program erased. Texas A&M fans are telling me this because this dude is so out of control and disgusting. Evil will always be defeated by good. All these college football programs need to come together against Texas A&M. Evil will never win. This is a message to Jimbo Fisher. Good will always defeat evil. You're getting bowl banned, and pretty soon you're going to be relegated to the FCS level. Hey, at least you can have a rivalry with North Dakota State. You have your new rivals. Texas A&M has their new rivalry when they get relegated to FCS because they're cheating so badly. Their new rivals will be North Dakota State. They're completely out of control. It's ridiculous that they think they can get away with it. And this is a great life lesson to all Texas A&M fans. When you blatantly cheat, there are consequences, and there are going to be severe consequences for Texas A&M. Name, image, likeness is such a joke. It's actually going to end up hurting these kids more than it's going to help them because these kids are going to school based on where the money is, not where the development is. Getting $1 million when you're 18 years old is cool, but when you're 21 years old and you could have been a top 5 overall pick in the draft or even a first rounder and gotten a check for $20 million, but instead you went to Jimbo Fisher's school because Jimbo said, I'll give you $2 million, and now you're an undrafted free agent going on a practice squad. It's not so cool now, is it? But oh yes, name, image, likeness is so great, right? Yeah, name, image, likeness is ruining college football. Jimbo Fisher is the true devil. He's the true Antichrist. I'll say Nick Saban's a clown. I go at Jim Harbaugh. I'm just joking with those things. I talk to people, they say, no, dude, listen, this dude is evil. He is a literal horrible human being. That's what they tell me. They say, you can joke about Nick Saban, he's fun, whatever, he's a clown, it's funny, whatever. No. Jimbo Fisher is a literal demon. He is evil, he's disgusting, and thank God Texas A&M is receiving a bowl ban. Otherwise, I'm done with college football. It's ridiculous. Texas A&M getting their bowl ban in June for blatantly cheating and going against the rules, and it's going to be fun to see them receive that and get a little dose of reality, especially their fan base. Texas A&M fans, when you blatantly cheat in life, there are going to be consequences. They're going to be swift and they're going to be brutal. And this is really just the first step. I know a lot of Texas A&M fans hate Jimbo Fisher. They want him out. I'm not talking about you guys. I know it's about 70% of the fan base hates Jimbo Fisher. They want him gone. But it's the other 30% that are just blinded. Oh, we got another 5-star. Yeah, number one, you paid for him. Number two, you're blatantly cheating. Your whole program's cheating. And the good news is I was told the bowl ban is just the first step in a longer process to get Texas A&M banned from FBS competition. So we got some crazy news there. But overall, guys, with Jim Harbaugh, let's be honest with Jim Harbaugh. He thought he was getting the Vikings job. He told all of his assistant coaches he was getting the Vikings job. I thought he was getting the Vikings job because he went back for a second interview, and the Vikings said, you know what? You're a good coach, whatever, but we want an offensive-minded guy. You're not the right fit. And then Jim Harbaugh realized he screwed up. 24 hours later, he's making a statement to the AD of Michigan saying, please, I'll be here forever. What an absolute mess. He's ruined Michigan football. He ruined their great season. He should have just been locked in from the beginning. You lose your offensive coordinator, who's a rising star. Their defensive coordinator was phenomenal. He got rave reviews from the players, in his 1 year as defensive coordinator at Michigan. He's back in the NFL now. So some crazy stuff there. But guys, make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.